it's 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that's Elliott, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A quick slant as the throw's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Johnson, 39 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. It's a former Raven. This is Kyle Juszczyk. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got the first down and more past midfield. There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 65 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Rosas now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
That's the reason we ball.
offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 51 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Mahomes. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At the 38.
I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Jackson on first down. Gets it to Strong. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Baltimore.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. 2nd and 5. Again to Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and goal, Jackson. That is into the end zone for the Baltimore touchdown. Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as the Ravens push further out in front. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Ravens 28, Saints 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Kick on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off it on the 43.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Incomplete.
confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Elliott, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31.
Again, it's Elliott. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. The 20.
Get off the field.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a handoff for Gurley. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Griffin eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's intercepted. afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, 44 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Saints nothing. Sam Martin.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Lockett the return. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett, 64 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
The game at 7. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Gain on the play. First down, Ravens.
(7-7) our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
Jackson.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Jonnu Smith.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's a
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Raven 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Jason Myers for the
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Lockett the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Rosas to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Griffin. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
First down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And McCaffrey, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Jackson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And Jackson throwing once more. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Jackson. The open man is Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have broken the tie.
His kick,
and he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Saints 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one. Go to the locker room, start over.
An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it fourth down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one complete to Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw right side is held in by the tight end Gonzalez. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's a gain of 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
A 2-yard loss brings up third.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Gonzalez there to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Now here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally because somewhere the chart's going to, something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
At the Saints' 13-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw, deep. It's caught inside the 25. And we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10. Back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dog. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I did be ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
T-Bag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change. Name, how about your respect? In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. Exactly. You're built like that.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart.
Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week and the wait is now over. It's time to play ball.
Set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First and 10 now. Here's Blau. And this one complete to Reed. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
To Jordan Reed.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Blau setting up the throw. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Justin Jackson.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. First carry for Amir Abdullah. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Blau. Going up top. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Yards to go.
Out of the gun, Blau. Being chased out left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Chris Jones.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
3rd down.
Throwing is Blau. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He lets it fly from Lockett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trayvon LeBlanc with a pick. He brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter.
With no score.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out. So, and he's taken down here by the Saints. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here's Blau to throw. He'll get this to the rookie from TCU. That's Jalen Reagor. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position. Their own 2 yards. He's got a man complete. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett, 98 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Here's Mahomes to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
At their own 30.
Well, the Cardinals getting set to go here. You know, a lot of folks this time of the year, Charles, they like to look around the NFL landscape, try to identify that sleeper team that's ready to make that next step. And there's a lot of people who are landing on the Arizona Cardinals to be in that conversation.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're the sleeper team anymore. To me, they are woke, right? Everybody's talking about them. So they've got to go out and play it at that level now. And they have a chance because I thought they got better last year. I didn't care what the record was. With the rookie Kyler Murray at quarterback, he spent this entire offseason reshaping his body and getting better. He's going to throw to DeAndre Hopkins, who they acquired from Houston. Larry Fitzgerald, the old pro who's still around. And Kenyon Drake, when they acquired him last year from Miami, boy, did he run the football well. But if they're going to really, truly contend in the NFC West, they've got to get better on defense. That means they've got to complement what Chandler Jones brings off the edge. And they started by drafting Isaiah Simmons out of Clemson.
And Buda Baker on that defense, now the highest paid safety in the NFL with a contract that he signed back on August 24th. 33 yards that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Blau. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Makes the score Saints 6, Cardinals 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you.
And got his man complete. The 30. Pass the
you got to feel it, baby.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett, 98 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. People say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something... And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Blau, as they will look to throw on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Seibert able to knock this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So we've hit intermission. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
14, Cardinals 6.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. Overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them, guys. right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
A second down run for Abdullah. He'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be this.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett, 98 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice. A long touchdown pass.
It's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? The suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call. Even more credit for how they executed it.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Abdullah. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Abdullah, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Edmonds on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints.
Again, it's Abdullah. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, Blau. This ball complete to Rager. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Jalen Rager.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
5 at the 31-yard line.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about
possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man complete. That's right. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett, 83 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
To throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now it's Blau on 2nd down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the long-time Colt Bob Sanders.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final. And this is taken in at the 5. And they'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 54 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. On the return, Phillips. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson's got it complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Albert Wilson, 63 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Lockett the return.
On the return. The Saints take
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett, 53 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. On the return, Phillips.
Today's final score.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.
Another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me now. Can't hear it when the crowd screams, still balling like